Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that might just change your life, and it all starts with a simple idea: the power of small, consistent actions. Now, I know it might sound a bit too good to be true, but stick with me, and I promise you'll see just how transformative this can be. Let me tell you a story. Imagine two friends, let's call them Alex and Jamie. They both start out in the same place with the same goals and the same opportunities. But here's the twist. Alex decides to make a few small changes in their daily routine, while Jamie sticks to the status quo. Fast forward a few years, and the difference is astounding. Alex has achieved so much more, not because they did anything drastically different, but because they made tiny, consistent choices every single day. Now, you might be thinking, how can something so small make such a big difference? That's exactly what we're going to explore today, inspired by Jeff Olson's book, The Slight Edge. The Slight Edge is all about those little, almost imperceptible actions that, over time, can lead to monumental changes in your life. It's not about making huge, life-altering decisions. It's about the small, daily habits that add up to something incredible. For example, think about saving money. If you save just $5 a day, that's $1,825 in a year. Over 5 years, that's over $9,000. And that's just from a small, consistent action. Or consider reading. If you read just 10 pages of a book every day, you'll finish about 18 books in a year. Imagine the knowledge and insights you'd gain from that. I have a personal story that really drove this home for me. A few years ago, I decided to start writing in a journal every day. First, it felt like a chore, but I stuck with it. Now, looking back, those daily entries have helped me clarify my thoughts, set better goals, and even solve problems I never thought I could. It's amazing how a small habit can have such a big impact. So, are you ready to see how the slight edge can work in your life? Let's dive deeper into the importance of daily habits and how they can shape your future. And don't worry, I'll be sharing more stories, examples, and even some tips on how you can start implementing these ideas today. But first, I want to hear from you. What small, consistent action have you taken that has made a big difference in your life? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your story might just inspire someone else watching this video. Alright, let's get into it. The slight edge isn't just about doing more. It's about doing the right things consistently. And the best part? You don't have to wait for a big moment to start. You can start right now with the small choices you make today. So, are you ready to take that first step? Let's do this. Stay tuned, because we're just getting started. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Chapter 1. Understanding the Slight Edge. Welcome to the first chapter of our journey into the slight edge. Today, we're going to delve into the core principles that make this concept so powerful. We'll explore why small, consistent actions are more impactful than large, sporadic efforts. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a deeper understanding of the science and psychology behind the slight edge, and you'll be equipped with practical insights to apply it in your own life. Let's start with the science of small actions. Imagine you're trying to build a muscle. You could lift a heavy weight once a month, or you could lift a lighter weight every day. Which approach do you think would yield better results? The answer is clear: the daily, consistent effort. This is because the body responds to consistent stimuli. Each small action, when repeated over time, builds strength and endurance. The same principle applies to mental and emotional muscles. Small, consistent actions create neural pathways in the brain, making it easier to perform those actions over time. Now, let's talk about the psychology of consistency. Consistency is not just about doing the same thing over and over. It's about building a habit. Habits are powerful because they require less willpower and decision-making. When you make a small action a habit, it becomes automatic. This is why it's easier to stick to a daily exercise routine than to try to work out for hours on the weekend. The daily routine becomes a part of your identity, and you start to see yourself as someone who exercises regularly. This shift in identity is crucial because it changes how you think and act in other areas of your life. One of the most common misconceptions is the myth of the overnight success. We often hear stories of people who seem to achieve greatness in a short amount of time. However, the reality is that most successful people have been working hard for years, making small, consistent improvements. Take the story of a marathon runner, for example. This runner didn't just wake up one day and decide to run a marathon. Instead, they started with small, incremental improvements. They began by running a mile, then 2 miles, and gradually increased their distance over time. Each small step brought them closer to their goal. The key was not the big, dramatic effort but the consistent, daily practice. Another powerful example is the story of a business owner who turned a failing company around through daily, minor adjustments. This business owner realized that the company's problems were not due to a single major issue but to a series of small, overlooked details. By focusing on these small details, such as improving customer service, streamlining processes, and fostering a positive work environment, the business gradually improved. Over time, these small changes added up, and the company not only survived but thrived. The lesson here is that big changes often come from a series of small, consistent actions. Let's look at some practical examples to illustrate the power of the slight edge. Consider the compound effect of daily exercise. If you exercise for 30 minutes every day, the benefits may not be immediately noticeable. However, over time, these small efforts add up. You'll start to see improvements in your fitness, energy levels, and overall health. The same principle applies to financial goals. If you save a small amount of money each day, it may not seem like much at first. But over time, those small savings can grow into a substantial amount, thanks to the power of compound interest. Another example is the impact of consistent networking on career growth. Networking is not about making a few big connections. It's about building a network of relationships over time. By reaching out to one new person each day, attending industry events, and staying in touch with colleagues, you can gradually build a strong professional network. This network can open doors to new opportunities, provide valuable insights, and support your career growth. The slight edge is not about making grand, sweeping changes. It's about making small, consistent improvements. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when it doesn't feel like much. The key is to focus on the process, not the outcome. When you focus on the process, the outcomes take care of themselves. In conclusion, the slight edge is a powerful concept that can transform your life. By understanding the science of small actions, the psychology of consistency, and the myth of the overnight success, you can start making small, consistent improvements in your own life. Whether it's improving your health, growing your career, or turning around a failing business, the slight edge is the key to achieving your goals. So, let's embrace the power of small, consistent actions and start making a difference today. Chapter 2. Applying the slight edge to personal development. Welcome back, everyone. In this chapter, we're diving deep into how the slight edge can be a powerful tool for personal growth. Whether it's improving your physical health, building stronger relationships, or enhancing your mental well-being, the slight edge philosophy is all about making small, consistent changes that add up to significant results over time. So, let's get started. First, let's talk about physical health. We all know that maintaining a healthy body is crucial for a fulfilling life. But the journey to better health can often feel overwhelming. The slight edge approach simplifies this by focusing on daily habits that, when practiced consistently, can lead to remarkable transformations. One of the most effective ways to improve your physical health is through small dietary changes. For example, consider the story of Sarah. Sarah was a busy professional who often found herself eating convenience foods and skipping meals. She knew she needed to make a change but felt daunted by the idea of a complete diet overhaul. Instead, she decided to start small. She began by adding a piece of fruit to her breakfast every morning. It was a simple change, but it made a difference. Over time, Sarah started to feel more energized and less sluggish. Encouraged by this, she gradually introduced more vegetables into her meals and started drinking more water. These small, consistent changes eventually led to a significant improvement in her overall health and well-being. Another key aspect of physical health is regular exercise. You don't need to become a gym rat overnight. Even a 10-minute daily walk can make a big difference. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and easy to manage, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow and becomes larger and more powerful. Similarly, those 10 minutes of walking can turn into 20, then 30, and before you know it, you've built a habit of regular physical activity that keeps you healthy and strong. Now, let's shift our focus to relationships. Building and maintaining strong relationships is essential for a happy and fulfilling life. The slight edge can be applied here through small gestures that show you care. These gestures don't have to be grand or expensive. They just need to be consistent and genuine. Take the story of John and Emily, a married couple who had been together for over a decade. Over the years, the daily grind had taken its toll, and they found themselves feeling disconnected. They decided to start small by committing to one act of kindness for each other every day. It could be as simple as making a cup of coffee in the morning, leaving a note of appreciation, or giving a compliment. These small acts of kindness didn't take much time or effort, but they made a huge difference. They started to feel more connected and appreciated, and their relationship grew stronger as a result. Another practical tip for building stronger relationships is to set aside a few minutes each day to check in with your loved ones. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in our own lives and forget to connect with others. A quick phone call, a text message, or even a brief face-to-face conversation can go a long way in strengthening your bonds. For example, sending a daily gratitude message to a friend can not only brighten their day but also deepen your friendship. It's a small act, but it shows that you value and appreciate them. Moving on to mental well-being, the slight edge can also be a powerful tool for cultivating mental resilience. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and small, consistent practices can make a big difference. One of the most effective practices is meditation. Even a 10-minute daily meditation can have a profound impact on your mental state. It helps reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance your overall sense of well-being. Let's consider the example of Mark, a high-stress executive who struggled with anxiety and burnout. He tried various methods to manage his stress but found them too time-consuming or ineffective. Then, he discovered the power of a 10-minute daily meditation. At first, it was challenging to sit still and quiet his mind, but he persisted. Over time, he noticed a significant reduction in his anxiety levels and an improvement in his ability to handle stress. Meditation became a cornerstone of his mental health routine, and he felt more centered and grounded in his daily life. Another minor practice that can boost your mental resilience is journaling. Taking a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts and feelings can help you process your emotions and gain clarity. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind. You can start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice can shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, and it can have a profound impact on your mental well-being. In conclusion, the slight edge is a powerful philosophy that can be applied to various aspects of personal development. By making small, consistent changes in your daily habits, you can achieve significant improvements in your physical health, relationships, and mental well-being. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about taking small steps every day that add up to a better you. So, whether it's adding a piece of fruit to your breakfast, taking a 10-minute walk, sending a gratitude message to a friend, or meditating for a few minutes each day, the key is consistency. These small actions may seem insignificant on their own, but over time, they can lead to transformative results. Embrace the slight edge and watch your life change for the better. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll explore how the slight edge can be applied to professional development. Until then, keep making those small, consistent changes and watch the magic happen. Chapter 3. The slight edge in business and finance. In the world of business and finance, the concept of the slight edge is a powerful tool that can transform the way we approach our careers and financial goals. The slight edge is about the small, consistent actions that, over time, lead to significant results. It's the idea that the little things we do every day can make a big difference in our success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a corporate leader, or someone just starting out, understanding and applying the principles of the slight edge can be the key to achieving financial success and building a thriving career. Let's start by looking at daily habits for business success. In the fast-paced, ever-changing world of business, It's easy to get caught up in the idea that big, dramatic actions are what lead to success. But the truth is, it's the small, consistent actions that often make the biggest impact. For example, consider the daily habit of setting clear, achievable goals. When you start each day with a clear idea of what you want to accomplish, you're more likely to stay focused and productive. This might seem like a small thing, but over time, it can lead to significant progress. Another crucial daily habit is maintaining a positive mindset. Business can be challenging, and setbacks are inevitable. However, if you approach each day with a positive attitude, you're more likely to stay motivated and resilient. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or challenges. It means facing them with a solution-oriented mindset. A positive mindset can help you see opportunities where others might see obstacles. Now, let's talk about the power of consistent marketing. In today's digital age, marketing is more important than ever. But it's not just about big, splashy campaigns. It's about consistent, ongoing efforts. For example, imagine an entrepreneur who starts a small online store. They might not have the budget for a massive advertising campaign, but they can still build a successful business by focusing on consistent, small-scale marketing efforts. This could include regular social media posts, email newsletters, and engaging with customers on forums and social media platforms. One of the most powerful stories that illustrate the importance of consistent marketing is that of a small business owner named Sarah. Sarah started a boutique clothing store in a small town. She didn't have a huge marketing budget, but she was committed to building a loyal customer base. Every day, she made it a point to engage with her customers. She would send out a weekly newsletter with special offers, post regularly on social media, and even handwrite thank you notes to customers who made purchases. Over time, these small, consistent efforts paid off. Her store became a beloved part of the community, and her customer base grew steadily. Today, Sarah's business is thriving, and she credits her success to the power of consistent marketing. Building wealth through small, regular investments is another key aspect of the slight edge in business and finance. Many people think that you need a large sum of money to start investing, but the truth is, even small, regular investments can add up over time. This is the principle behind compound interest, which is often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world. When you invest a small amount of money regularly, the interest you earn starts to earn interest itself, leading to exponential growth. A great example of this is the story of a financial advisor named John. John worked with clients who were just starting out and didn't have a lot of money to invest. He taught them the importance of consistency and the power of compound interest. One of his clients, a young professional named Emily, started by investing just $100 a month. At first, it didn't seem like much, but over the years, those small, regular investments grew significantly. By the time Emily was in her 40s, she had built a substantial nest egg, thanks to the power of consistent, small investments. The impact of daily cold calls on sales is another excellent example of the slight edge in action. Cold calling is often seen as a daunting task, but it can be incredibly effective when done consistently. Imagine a salesperson named Mark who works for a software company. Mark knows that the key to success is making a certain number of calls each day. He sets a goal to make 20 calls every day, no matter what. Some days he might not get any positive responses, but he doesn't get discouraged. He knows that the more calls he makes, the more likely he is to find potential customers. Over time, his persistence pays off. He starts to build a steady stream of leads, and his sales numbers improve dramatically. Automating small, regular investments is another way to leverage the slight edge in your financial life. Many people find it challenging to save money consistently, but setting up automatic transfers can make it much easier. For example, you can set up a direct deposit from your paycheck to go into a savings or investment account. Even if it's just a small amount like $50 a month, it can add up over time. This is a simple yet powerful way to build wealth without even thinking about it. To further illustrate the power of the slight edge, let's consider a metaphor. Imagine you're trying to climb a mountain. The mountain is your goal, and the path to the top is your journey. The slight edge is like taking one step at a time. Each step might seem small and insignificant, but as you keep taking steps, you eventually reach the top. The same is true in business and finance. Each small, consistent action you take brings you closer to your goals, even if the progress seems slow at first. In conclusion, the slight edge is a powerful concept that can be applied to every aspect of business and finance. By focusing on daily habits for business success, the power of consistent marketing, and building wealth through small, regular investments, you can achieve financial success and build a thriving career. Remember, it's the small, consistent actions that make the biggest difference over time. So, whether you're an entrepreneur, a corporate leader, or someone just starting out, embrace the slight edge and watch your success grow. Chapter 4. Overcoming obstacles with the slight edge. In the journey of applying the slight edge, it's inevitable that you'll encounter challenges and obstacles. These hurdles can range from minor setbacks to significant roadblocks that seem insurmountable. However, the beauty of the slight edge lies in its resilience and adaptability. By understanding the common obstacles and equipping yourself with strategies to overcome them, you can maintain your momentum and stay on track with your goals. Let's start by identifying some of the most common obstacles that can derail the slight edge. One of the primary challenges is lack of motivation. It's easy to feel enthusiastic at the beginning of a new endeavor, but as time goes on, the initial excitement can wane. Another significant obstacle is setbacks. These can come in many forms, such as a failed project, a personal crisis, or a sudden change in circumstances. Setbacks can be demoralizing and can make it difficult to keep moving forward. Lastly, distractions are a constant threat. In our hyper-connected world, there are countless distractions vying for our attention, making it challenging to stay focused on the small, consistent actions that form the core of the slight edge. Now, let's dive into some strategies for maintaining motivation. One of the most effective ways to stay motivated is to connect your actions to a deeper purpose. When you understand why you're doing something, it becomes much easier to stay committed, even when the going gets tough. For example, if you're trying to build a healthier lifestyle, remind yourself of the long-term benefits, such as increased energy, better health, and a longer life. This deeper connection can provide the fuel you need to keep going, even when the immediate rewards aren't as apparent. Another powerful strategy is to celebrate small wins. It's easy to get caught up in the big picture and overlook the progress you're making along the way. By acknowledging and celebrating your small victories, you can build a sense of momentum and keep your motivation high. For instance, if you're working on a large project, take a moment to celebrate each completed task. This can be as simple as a mental pat on the back or a small reward, like a favorite snack or a short break. Accountability is another crucial factor in maintaining motivation. When you share your goals with someone else, you create a sense of responsibility and a support system. This can be a friend, a family member, or a mentor. Knowing that someone else is aware of your goals and is checking in on your progress can provide an extra push to stay on track. For example, if you're trying to develop a daily exercise habit, you might ask a friend to join you for a morning walk. This not only makes the activity more enjoyable, but also adds a layer of accountability. Now, let's talk about dealing with setbacks. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey, and how you handle them can make all the difference. One of the most important things to remember is that setbacks are not failures. They are opportunities to learn and grow. When you encounter a setback, take a step back and analyze what happened. What can you learn from this experience? How can you use this knowledge to improve and move forward? For example, if you're an entrepreneur and a new product launch doesn't go as planned, instead of getting discouraged, take the time to gather feedback and identify areas for improvement. This can help you refine your approach and increase your chances of success in the future. Resilience is key when dealing with setbacks. Building resilience involves developing a mindset that is flexible and adaptable. One way to do this is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and accepting your current circumstances without judgment. This can help you stay calm and focused, even in the face of adversity. For instance, if you're facing a difficult situation at work, taking a few minutes to practice deep breathing or meditation can help you regain your composure and approach the problem with a clear mind. Another technique for dealing with setbacks is to break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. When a setback occurs, it can be tempting to give up or feel overwhelmed. However, by breaking your goals down into smaller, achievable tasks, you can maintain a sense of control and progress. For example, if you're writing a book and you hit a roadblock, instead of trying to write an entire chapter, focus on writing a single paragraph or even a single sentence. This can help you regain your momentum and keep moving forward. Let's look at a couple of stories to illustrate these concepts. The first story is about a student named Sarah. Sarah was struggling academically and felt overwhelmed by the amount of work she had to do. She knew she needed to improve her grades, but she didn't know where to start. One day, she decided to implement the slight edge by making small, consistent changes to her study habits. She started by setting aside just 15 minutes each day to review her notes and complete a small assignment. At first, it was challenging, and she often felt like giving up. However, she reminded herself of her deeper purpose. She wanted to get into a good college and pursue her dream career. By connecting her actions to this goal, she found the motivation to keep going. Over time, Sarah's small, consistent efforts began to pay off. She started to see improvements in her grades, and her confidence grew. She also began to celebrate her small wins, such as completing a difficult assignment or understanding a complex concept. These small victories kept her motivated and helped her build momentum. Eventually, Sarah's hard work paid off, and she was accepted into her dream college. Her story is a testament to the power of the slight edge and the importance of maintaining motivation through small, consistent actions. The second story is about an athlete named Mark. Mark was a professional runner who had been training for years to compete in the Olympics. However, just a few months before the big event, he suffered a serious injury that threatened to end his career. Mark was devastated. He had dedicated so much time and effort to his training, and now it seemed like it was all for nothing. But Mark refused to give up. He knew that the slight edge was about making small, consistent efforts, even in the face of adversity. Mark focused on his recovery, taking small steps each day to get back to his peak condition. He started with simple exercises such as stretching and light walking, and gradually increased the intensity of his workouts. He also practiced mindfulness, staying present in the moment and accepting his current circumstances without judgment. This helped him stay calm and focused, even when the recovery process was slow and frustrating. Mark's resilience and determination paid off. After months of hard work, he was able to return to training and eventually compete in the Olympics. Although he didn't win a medal, he was proud of his performance and the journey that got him there. Mark's story is a powerful reminder that setbacks are not the end of the road. By breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable steps and staying resilient, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve your dreams. Now, let's look at a couple of examples to further illustrate the power of the slight edge. One example is the daily gratitude journal. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple yet powerful practice that can have a profound impact on your life. By taking a few minutes each day to write down things you are grateful for, you can shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. This can help you maintain a positive outlook and stay motivated, even when you're facing challenges. For instance, if you're having a tough day at work, taking a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for, such as supportive colleagues or a comfortable office, can help you regain your perspective and keep moving forward. Another example is the impact of setting small, achievable goals. When you set small, achievable goals, you create a sense of momentum and progress. This can be especially helpful when you're working on a long-term project or trying to develop a new habit. For example, if you're trying to write a book, instead of setting a goal to write an entire chapter each day, you might set a goal to write just one page. This makes the task feel more manageable and increases your chances of success. As you achieve these small goals, you build confidence and motivation, which can help you tackle larger challenges. In conclusion, the slight edge is a powerful tool for achieving your goals, but it's not without its challenges. By understanding the common obstacles and equipping yourself with strategies to overcome them, you can maintain your motivation, deal with setbacks, and stay on track with small, consistent actions. Whether you're a student, an athlete, or someone working towards a personal or professional goal, the principles of the slight edge can help you achieve success and fulfillment. So, keep pushing forward, one small step at a time, and watch as the slight edge transforms your life. Chapter 5. The Slight Edge in Leadership and Influence. Welcome to Chapter 5, where we delve into the profound impact of the slight edge in leadership and influence. Whether you're leading a team in a corporate setting or making a difference in your community, the principles of the slight edge can transform your approach and outcomes. Today, we'll explore how small, consistent actions can build trust, inspire others, and create a lasting impact. Let's dive in. Imagine you're a leader in a bustling office. You have a team of talented individuals, each with their own strengths and challenges. How do you ensure that your team not only meets but exceeds its goals? The answer lies in the slight edge. It's about the small, consistent actions that, over time, build a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual support. Daily habits for effective leadership. Effective leadership is not about grand gestures or one-time events. It's about the daily habits that you cultivate and maintain. These habits might seem small and insignificant on their own, but when practiced consistently, they can have a profound impact on your team's performance and morale. One of the most powerful daily habits is the practice of active listening. When you take the time to truly listen to your team members, you show them that their thoughts and feelings matter. This simple act can build trust and foster a more open and collaborative environment. For example, imagine a team leader who starts each day with a brief check-in. During these check-ins, they ask each team member about their current projects, any challenges they're facing, and how they're feeling. By doing this consistently, the leader not only stays informed, but also creates a space where team members feel heard and valued. Another crucial habit is providing regular feedback. Feedback should be both positive and constructive. When you catch someone doing something well, take a moment to acknowledge it. This positive reinforcement can boost morale and encourage continued excellence. On the other hand, when you need to address an issue, do so in a way that is respectful and solution-focused. For instance, a leader who consistently provides constructive feedback can help team members grow and improve, leading to a more skilled and motivated team. Building influence through small, consistent actions. Influence is not something that can be bought or demanded. It must be earned. The slight edge teaches us that influence is built through small, consistent actions that demonstrate your commitment and integrity. When you consistently show up, do your best, and treat others with respect, you naturally gain the trust and respect of those around you. Consider the story of a leader who transformed a team by focusing on daily encouragement. This leader, let's call her Sarah, took over a struggling department. The team was demoralized and productivity was low. Instead of implementing drastic changes, Sarah focused on small, consistent actions. She started by sending out a daily email with a positive quote and a brief note of encouragement. She also made it a point to have one-on-one conversations with each team member every week, where she would listen to their concerns and offer support. Over time, these small actions had a significant impact. Team members began to feel more valued and supported. They started to open up about their challenges and ideas, leading to more collaboration and innovation. As a result, the team's performance improved dramatically, and the department became one of the most successful in the company. The power of leading by example. One of the most powerful ways to build influence is by leading by example. When you model the behavior you want to see in others, you set a standard that others are more likely to follow. This is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and authentic. Think about a community organizer who made a difference through small, consistent efforts. Let's call him John. John lived in a neighborhood that was struggling with high crime rates and low community engagement. Instead of waiting for someone else to take action, John decided to start small. He began by organizing weekly community cleanup events. At first, only a few people showed up, but John was consistent. He showed up every week, rain or shine, and his dedication began to inspire others. As more people joined the cleanup events, the neighborhood started to change. The streets became cleaner, and the community began to feel more connected. John then expanded his efforts to include other initiatives, such as a community garden and a mentorship program for local youth. Each of these initiatives started small but grew over time, thanks to John's consistent leadership and the growing trust and support of the community. The impact of daily team check-ins. One of the most effective ways to build a strong, cohesive team is through daily check-ins. These brief meetings can serve multiple purposes. They keep everyone informed, foster open communication, and build a sense of community. When team members feel connected and supported, they are more likely to be engaged and productive. For example, a tech company implemented daily stand-up meetings for their development team. Each morning, the team would gather for a quick 15-minute meeting to discuss their progress, any roadblocks they were facing, and what they planned to work on that day. These meetings were not just about status updates. They were also an opportunity for team members to share their successes and challenges. Over time, the team became more cohesive, and their productivity increased. The daily check-ins helped to build a culture of transparency and collaboration, which is essential for any high-performing team. The benefits of consistent community service is another powerful way to build influence and make a lasting impact. When you regularly give back to your community, you not only help others but also build a network of supporters who are inspired by your actions. For instance, a local business owner decided to start a monthly community service day for her employees. Each month, the team would choose a different local charity or community project to support. They might spend a day at a food bank, help with a park cleanup, or assist with a community event. By making this a regular part of their routine, the business owner not only gave back to the community, but also built a stronger, more engaged team. The employees felt a sense of pride and purpose, which translated into better performance and higher job satisfaction. In conclusion, the slight edge in leadership and influence is all about the small, consistent actions that build trust, inspire others, and create a lasting impact. Whether you're leading a team in a professional setting or making a difference in your community, the principles of the slight edge can guide you to success. By focusing on daily habits, building influence through small actions, and leading by example, you can transform your approach and achieve remarkable results. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the slight edge in leadership and influence. I hope you've gained valuable insights that you can apply in your own life and work. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll delve into even more powerful applications of the slight edge. So, we've talked a lot about the slight edge today, and I hope you're feeling inspired to make some changes in your life. Let's quickly recap the main points. The slight edge is all about those small, consistent actions that, over time, can lead to massive results. It's not about making huge, life-altering decisions all at once. It's about the little things you do every day that add up to something incredible. Think about it like this. Imagine you're planting a tree. You don't see the roots growing, but every day, they're getting stronger and deeper. One day, you look up, and there's this beautiful, towering tree that you never would have believed could come from such a tiny seed. That's the slight edge in action. Now, I want to share a story with you. There was this guy named Tom. He was just like you and me, struggling to get ahead. He read about the slight edge and decided to start small. He began by setting aside just 10 minutes each day to write in a journal. At first, it didn't seem like much, but over time, those 10 minutes turned into a habit. He started reflecting on his goals, his challenges, and his successes. Before he knew it, he was making better decisions, staying more focused, and achieving things he never thought possible. All because he started with a small, consistent action. I've been on this journey myself, and I can tell you, it works. When I first heard about the slight edge, I was skeptical, but I gave it a try. I started setting small, achievable goals every day, and I stuck to them. It wasn't always easy, but the results were undeniable. I became more productive, more confident, and more fulfilled. And the best part? It all started with those tiny, consistent steps. So what can you do today to start your own slight edge journey? Maybe it's setting aside a few minutes to journal, or setting a small, achievable goal for tomorrow. Whatever it is, just start. The key is consistency. Don't worry about making huge changes right away. Focus on those small, daily actions that will build up over time. If you're feeling inspired, I encourage you to pick up a copy of The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's a game changer, and it can help you turn those small actions into big results. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me keep creating content that can make a difference in your life. Remember, the slight edge is all about the journey, not the destination. So, take that first step today, and let's make some incredible things happen together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay awesome.